Why do drivers want me to go way over the speed limit? Carlin had a famous quote about this. I'm going to botch it up, but it went something like this. Have you ever noticed that people who drive slower than you are idiots and those that drive faster than you are maniacs? Quote. Don't speed because of people tailgating you. Rather late to this, but I taught both my daughters to drive, and what you describe is almost verbatim what both of them said to me. What we had to do was convince ourselves, them really, that if we are driving safely while showing every courtesy reasonable while doing so, then fuck them. They don't have a legitimate reason for anything they may or may not be thinking in their heads, so we aren't going to worry about them anymore. Easier said than done, but with a little practice we got mostly there eventually. Just ignore them. Lots of people I know feel the same way when starting out. Stay in the slowest lane going the speed limit if you want, and just ignore the tailgaters. It's not your problem that they're terrible people. Stay in the right lane and don't worry about them. You are responsible for what happens with your vehicle and yours alone. You are responsible for the speed and control of your vehicle. So drive at a speed that is comfortable for you. The only people whose opinions count are yours and a police officer's. Let everyone else think what they want. You're not the thought police. It's not your job to correct their impression of women drivers. The only relevant consideration is getting to your destination safely. That's your only goal. Nothing else matters. Do not speed to get someone to stop tailgating you. It's ineffective and you could get a ticket. Instead, slow down. Not suddenly or erratically. Just gently drop your speed by 5 miles per hour and give them an opportunity. If they've had an open lane where it's legal to pass and they haven't passed you, drop another 5 miles per hour. Rarely takes more than a few minutes for them to pass. By the way, proper defensive driving when someone is too close behind you is to slow down. Since you can't control their following distance and can only control speed in that situation, you slow down until their following distance is appropriate for the speed of travel. Not to mention, if you set your cruise control at the speed limit, you usually have a nice open road in front of you. Plenty of space ahead, as most people will drive slightly over the speed limit, so once they pass you will have lots of space. You're not inconveniencing anyone by driving at a comfortable speed. If someone is going to be late, that's their own fault for not leaving early enough to account for traffic. Not your problem. If someone gets mad about how fast you're driving, it's their fault for having poor emotional regulation. Not your problem. The only thing you need to be worried about is the safety and control of your vehicle. That's your only concern. Let them flip you off. It's not your problem. I have a rule of thumb that's treated me well. Drive as if other people have someplace they have to be. If you've got someone up your ass trying to pass and you're already going 510 over, just move. Change lanes. Pull over. Whatever it takes to get this person away from you. Maybe they're experiencing a medical emergency in the car or on the way to one. Maybe they're late, or maybe they're just an asshole. But no matter what, they're over there now and away from me minding my own business. Along with that, I'll share this since you're new. It's better to be predictable than polite. Telegraph your moves and intentions. Make sure the car behind you is aware you want to turn before you press on your brakes. It's those little things that make driving way easier. Stop worrying about what others think. As long as you are driving the speed limit or an appropriate speed for you during terrible weather, road conditions, and not in the passing lane, they can stay frustrated all they want. You are 100% in the right. The person behind you isn't going to be the one paying for your speeding ticket, nor getting the points in their license. Fuck him. Nobody behind you knows you're a girl. Just stay in the right lane and drive safe. I prefer to drive the speed limit and maintain a safe following distance from the car in front of me, and I feel your pain. Aside from the being a girl, I've felt everything you've said dozens of times. At the end of the day, I take care in knowing I haven't had a ticket in over 7 years and haven't been in an accident for over 10 years. You stop caring about how everyone else on the road feels and just try to get home safely. I've seen people go flying past me on icy roads and seen them spun off the road a few miles later. It's a little satisfying, but when you think about it, it's just sad that people will play Russian roulette with their lives in order to save 5 minutes. I live in LA, so I know these types well. People here will tailgate you for not going 20 over the speed limit in the rightmost lane. In my family, we just shrug and say, they're just more important than us. Some people are so entitled and reckless. They can't bear to have anything stand in the way of what they want, whether it's the law or public safety. My family also says, it's faster to go the speed limit and get there in one piece than to speed and get in a crash. The laws of physics don't care how late you are. A good rule of thumb is if there is one person tailgating you, then they are the problem. If there are lots and lots of people tailgating you, then you are the problem. Fuck 'em, they can overtake if it's that important. They won't get off your ass. It's just how they drive. You just have to come to terms that half the people on the planet are born assholes. They will ride your ass no matter what speed you drive. I was 11 over it and paid $260 fine when a cop pulled me over. If you do that in a town that is checking speed, you're the one that's on the hook. People behind you are behind you. They can tailgate all they want. After I got pulled over, people tailgating me to me because I'm going speed limit. LOL, let them. Your safety comes first. A lot of people are running late for their funerals too. Don't be one of them. Don't let people pressure you to do things while driving. I go 5 over, and I'm not changing that for anybody. I've never had an accident, never had a ticket. Drive at a comfortable speed so you have plenty of reaction time. And leave room between your car and the car in front of you to stop. And you'll be just fine. All you can do is ignore the a-holes. They feel the need to go as fast as they can to get to the red light because they're morons. If you're in a single lane road and you have multiple cars close behind you, just pull over for a second and let them go around you. If you're on a road with multiple lanes, make sure you are in the right lane. This is exposure therapy. Most new drivers go through something like this. Keep it and you will be more comfortable. Also, do not drive in the left lane of the highway. Stay to the right unless you're going faster than everyone else.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.